There's a wonderful book called Tuva Arts, written by Rabbi Nassim Shapiro in the 1600s, based upon the teachings of the great Kabbalist, the Arizal. Midrashim, stories, and lessons about the importance of the land of Israel and what it should mean to us. And he has a lot of very fascinating details, but one particular story is really impressive. It talks about when Mashiach finally comes, reveals himself, all the wars are over, the world is the way it's supposed to be, that we dream of. And at that time, all the remaining Jews from around the world will finally return to Eretz Yisrael because it'll be clear that's where we all belong. And that they will come off their boats and they'll come off their planes and they'll walk in the land of Israel and they'll look around and they'll look up in the sky and all of a sudden they'll see people flying around. It looks like angels flying around. It'll be fascinating and they'll be surprised and they'll turn to Mashiach and they'll say, who are they? What's that? Angels? Mashiach will say, no, those are the Jews that made Aliyah before I came and revealed myself. And they'll say, wow, that's amazing. Can we do that too? Mashiach said, not right now. That's for later on for you. So, we don't understand. We also made Aliyah. We also are Jews. Why can't we do that as well? So Mashiach will say it's known that God works measure for measure. Whatever you give, whatever you do, that's how God responds to you. So these people who made Aliyah before I came, before I revealed myself, when it was still difficult, financially difficult and politically difficult, and maybe it was even dangerous to travel, but they came anyhow. You know why? Because they valued spiritual growth more than physical and financial growth. That was their priority. So measure for measure, God gives them this extraordinary spirituality. But you were enamored by your life back home, back in the diaspora. You were comfortable there. That was your priority. Yeah, for sure. You went to shul and you learned and you davened. You did 100%. You were spiritual people, but not that spiritual. So therefore, measure for measure, you can have all this. And it says that all kinds of riches will wash up upon the shores, buried treasures from over the years. And they'll look and they'll say, but we don't want that now. That was back then. Now we want to do that. So Mashiach says, well, you're going to have to wait. We're clearly reaching the end of history. For all we know, Mashiach is right here now and about to reveal himself any moment in time. And that door closes between making Aliyah before Mashiach comes and making Aliyah after Mashiach comes. We still have the opportunity. We should do it. Take advantage of it. Because later on, when we finally have clarity about what life is truly about, we'll understand the importance of living in the land that our forefathers found to be so extremely important to their lives and their growth and their completion. And it is to us as well. As somebody who's made Aliyah, I can tell you personally that the experience is beyond comprehension. It's not something you can tell somebody else who hasn't gone through it. It's not something you can really share with people who are 6,000 miles away. But I will tell you that to follow that lead, to walk in the footsteps of our ancestors, but most important of all, to be in the place that God calls home, there's nothing like it. And we have to appreciate that and take advantage of the situation while we can.